Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing video. Now we have some pretty fun stuff to talk about today, including some new details Nintendo just confirmed regarding the future of Animal Crossing on mobile, as well as some new box art and even a pretty big milestone that can only be good news for the next Animal Crossing game. So if you're excited to catch up on the latest Nintendo and Animal Crossing news and see what's in store for the franchise, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. And let's get into it. Now we have lots to get through, so be sure to stick around until the end for some awesome headlines, but starting with something super fun, you may remember just a couple of weeks ago, Nintendo and LEGO revealed the new wave of LEGO Animal Crossing sets. Just as a quick reminder, they were of course Stargazing with Celeste, Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop, and of course the Able Sisters clothing shop, which are of course the second batch of LEGO Animal Crossing sets recently announced at Gamescom and will be heading our way in January 2025. Anyway, just yesterday, the box art for each of these sets were finally revealed, giving us another look at what we can expect from each figure or model. Here we have the front and rear of the Stargazing with Celeste box, which honestly with the nighttime theme looks incredible. Anyway, we can of course see the set from another perspective and how customizable it is. Here we have the front and rear of Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop box, again showing us some more details and highlighting some of the different ways this model can be interacted with, which is pretty neat. It seems Leaf can even make use of the inside of his caravan, so useful to know. And not forgetting the front and rear of the Able Sisters clothing shop, which again provides a closer look behind the scenes and what's actually inside of the Able Sisters, including some mannequins which are basically headless Lego figures and are actually kind of creepy. So yeah, nothing groundbreaking, but it's always nice to see new box art drop and keeps the hype going for the future of Animal Crossing. These will of course be available early next year, releasing January 2025. Speaking of the future of Animal Crossing, Nintendo have released some additional details surrounding the future of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on mobile since the original announcement. Nintendo confirms on socials that a small update to the FAQs have been published to try and clarify a few questions and concerns that were raised when the news originally dropped. Now, in case you've been living under a money rock, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is shutting down worldwide in November, but Nintendo are releasing a brand new paid offline version which we'll be able to transfer our saves to if we want to. Anyway, since the original announcement was kind of vague, Nintendo just confirmed some extra details about what exactly can and can't be transferred between games with this updated FAQ, and I quote, "You can play the paid app with your save data transferred from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. You'll be able to transfer and use furniture, clothing, amenities and terrain parts obtained in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, as well as your level, animal friendship levels and items such as crafting materials, bugs, fish and so on. In addition to the items that have debuted over the 7 years of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, with some exceptions, we plan to add new items at a fixed period of time. There are some items that cannot be transferred. Here are answers regarding items we have received many inquiries about. Examples of items that cannot be transferred: Leaf tickets, Leaf ticket maps. Leaf tickets are not used in the paid app, so Leaf tickets, Leaf ticket maps and lots of Leaf ticket maps cannot be transferred for use. Gifts: the Friends feature that require constant data transmission will no longer be used. Please note that all gift types will not be transferable either. And redeemable cookies in the furniture and fashion plan. Please wait for more details as we plan to provide more information via an in-app notification sometime in October. So whilst only now a little less vague, we do have some confirmation that Leaf tickets won't be a thing, but more importantly, friendship levels and things like resources will be transferable, which kind of confirms the paid offline version will be a fully fledged game rather than some kind of trophy cabinet. Furthermore, it confirms only the fortune cookies available from the monthly subscriptions will no longer be available, which to me confirms fortune cookies will still be a thing from the marketplace and place cases like that, but again, still a fairly vague FAQ, but more news is expected to be announced in the coming weeks surrounding the next Animal Crossing mobile game. Furthermore, Nintendo literally just released even more details this morning regarding the monthly paid subscription services for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It seems for those who have active subscriptions for the monthly services such as Happy Helper, Furniture and Fashion and Merry Memories paid plans will receive limited time badge items in their mailbox as a thank you. Of course, Nintendo also updated the FAQs regarding these services, but included a very interesting detail, and I quote, "By receiving the badges from your mailbox, you will be able to use the benefits and features of each plan." Now, this means that despite the auto subscriptions coming to an end in preparation of the shutdown, if you have these badges because you are a paying subscriber, you'll still have access to those paid features until the shutdown. At this time, we have no idea whether these items will play a part in the offline version, but they will likely be transferred across to the new game as standard items, if nothing else. So something to think about. Personally, I'll probably rejoin the plans again, just to get these items in case they do anything cool in the new version. Next up, Nintendo have reached a pretty significant milestone that's hopefully good news for Animal Crossing. Just yesterday, the Splatoon team announced that updates for Splatoon 3 on the Nintendo Switch are coming to an end, and we'll get into why this is relevant to Animal Crossing shortly. Nintendo confirms, and I quote, "After 2 incredible years of Splatoon 3, regular updates will come to a close. Don't worry, Splatoween, Frosty Fest, Spring Fest and Summer Nights will continue with some returning themes. Updates for weapon adjustments will be released as needed, Big Run, Extra Work and monthly challenges will continue for the time being." So quite a lot of information here, but the key point is of course that despite some typical events continuing for now, core updates are coming to an end and the update cycle that introduces new content will essentially stop. Now this is sad news for Splatoon fans, but could be great news for Animal Crossing because as you probably know, Splatoon and Animal Crossing share a large portion of the same development team, so we can only assume and hope that as work slows down for Splatoon, the dev team moves back over to Animal Crossing to start work on something new if they haven't already. As you can see, our friend and fellow Animal Crossing creator Hunter R shared the same optimistic thoughts, as well as much of the community actually, as Animal Crossing and the Switch 2 have been trending for a couple of days now. Speaking of the Switch 2 trending, next up, apparently there have been reports that the Nintendo Switch's successor is now in mass production, which may be a little earlier than we all expected. News outlets are reporting that the next console is simply named the Nintendo Switch 2 and that the console will feature black and white Joy-Cons. Of course, if this is true, there's every chance that Nintendo will reveal this console before the holidays. Now, as much as I'd like to say that Animal Crossing will be a launch title, I highly doubt it. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see an enhanced version of New Horizons come to the Switch 2, or some kind of spin-off pretty early in the generation. That said, whatever happens, this news just brought us one step closer to whatever is next for Animal Crossing on console, so I thought it was worth including. And finally, we can't bring this video to a close without mentioning Animal Crossing on GameCube's 22nd birthday. Yep, the original Animal Crossing on GameCube and first version to release outside of Japan is celebrating its 22nd birthday this week, which is just crazy. Of course, if you'd like to see a playthrough of this game or even some Animal Crossing New Horizons 30-day challenges, be sure to check out my Let's Play channel. So there we have it, quite a lot of Animal Crossing news. Will you be buying the new LEGO Animal Crossing sets in January? And are you excited about the new Animal Crossing mobile game? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to comment badges, just to let me know you did, and include whether or not you want the badge items from Pocket Camp. I'd love to know. Thank you so much to the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.